Hello, friends, and welcome to the Cinemondo podcast. And this is a trailer reaction episode. And we're going to watch a sports movie, and all of us are such not sports people.
You know, I want to watch this because we got a lot of recommendations for it in our comments about this new Indian movie kick that we're on. But when I found out it was about sports, I went, okay.
But it's cricket, Kathy. It's cricket.
I know, it's different. It's cricket.
It's cricket.
It's cricket, which is complicated and incomprehensible.
Yes, it's kind of like baseball, sort of, but
I think we should just warn our commenters that we're new to Indian films. We don't know much. We're still figuring it out, and we do not know shit about sports. So this is going to be very inaccurate. I'm just saying.
And I'd like to drop an obscure reference here. I don't like cricket. I love it. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, post something in the comments. Let me know that you're on the level.
Right. I will be very impressed if somebody gets that. But the film is called 83, and it has to do with 1983 Cricket World Cup, championships or something. Directed by Kabir Khan. So let's take a look.
Okay, here we go.
Right, here we go.
Well, India must be still recovering from the double thrashing they received from the West Indies and Australia. If they win today by a huge margin, they're still in the tournament. If not, so long.
Caps, it's 2 down, Caps.
Naal and the menu.
That's another one gone.
Caps, 3 down.
Kya bachpana hai? Just shut up.
This is a disaster.
Caps, 4 out हो गए.
इतने important match में भी serious नहीं होना है. मजाक की भी हद होती है. Score क्या है?
9 run.
4 wicket down. Where is our team bus? No bus here for Indian team.
आराम से मारना चिक्का. माइन नेट प्रैक्टिस है. हमको चुम्मा टुकु टुकु खेलने नहीं आता. और कपिल ऐसे समझा दे, मैं सर पे मार देनी बॉल.
रहन दो मत, पर नहीं आती उसे डिफेंस.
I think I know what they're saying.
उधर क्वीन को आग मत मार देना.
श्रीकांत.
Best of luck.
ओए बल्लू, इसे बोल कल तुझे देख लूंगा.
बात सुनो.
क्या बोला था? कल तुझे देख लूंगा.
See you tomorrow.
कल बड़ा मैच है ना?
सिद्धू एंड टाई. क्या है?
You mean do or die?
So now in 1983 we come here and our captain says we'll beat the West Indies. Hey, क्या पागल हो गया है हमारा captain? Gentlemen, line up, please. Everybody look in the lens.
What do you think are your team's chances in the cup?
We here to win.
To win the World Cup?
What as we here for?
I don't think the Indians can quite see the ball. It's moving too fast for them.
India in big trouble now. 2 wickets down in quick succession. एक के बाद एक बल्लेबाज.
मैच खत्म, वर्ल्ड कप खत्म, कप्तान खत्म.
ओए एक मैच तो जीत के जाओ. एक
35 साल पहले हम लोग आजादी जीते, मगर इज्जत जीतना अभी बाकी है कप्तान.
ग्राउंड के बाहर हमारी लाइफ में कुछ भी हो रहा हो, जब हम ये यूनिफॉर्म पहनकर ग्राउंड में उतरते हैं तो हमारा एक ही मकसद होता है, जान लगा के देश के लिए खेलना.
Oh no.
Okay.
We lose data there.
We lost data.
Uh-oh.
Well, we got the gist of it. I think.
We got the gist of it.
You know,
interestingly, I have been to Zimbabwe, Zambia, and India. All of those things mentioned in there.
Wow.
I know. I'm a very
well. I kind of want to watch this movie. Actually, I love the period. You know, the 80s and
I love the mustaches.
It's a sports film, but it just looks like a human spirit kind of a thing.
It's like a underdog story.
Yeah, Bad News Bears kind of a deal. But I mean, and I love Bad News Bears, and that's a fun movie, even though it's a baseball movie. But this one just looks like it's not so much, like people always say about sports films, it's not about cricket, it's about the people.
It is. It's
it
the
really does
underdog.
look like the underdog. There's people that have this spirit, and they're like, we, do. And the guy says, do and die or something, and she says, no, it's do or die.
I know, like that do and die.
Yeah,
It's very cute.
but you can tell there's that whole the sequence of events here where these guys are training, and then something comes along, and they're like, you know what, we gotta get our crap together here. We have to beat these guys. Because the way they're talking about them, they're saying, oh, we don't think the Indian people can see the ball. Like they're some sort of primitive race or something. And
exactly.
They're making fun of them. And so, it kind of has a Ted Lasso vibe, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, comedic, it's not really about soccer. It's about the characters. And
right.
Like that,
Well, there is something to it, in the sport. The idea of sports is, this competitive spirit, and the idea of, yes, we're going to win. And also the idea that a sports team represents their own country or their own city or their town or their state or whatever. And this one is a situation, too, that's got a little context with it, where the Indian people playing against the British people. Yeah. Who there's a bit of history there, and you really want to beat those guys,
Yeah.
It feels like a real crowd pleaser, like one of those that get up and that kind of stuff. So,
and we've been covering a lot of Indian films, most of the big action, very muscular, crazy, serious, but with a wink kind of action movies. So it's kind of actually a little bit more human story, or feel good. And I have some posters we can look at. Cool. So I'll start with the crowd pleasing poster.
It's got everybody.
It's got everyone in it. We got and this looks like it was, it almost actually, the photography is decent. It almost looks like a special shoot for some of these people, but most of it is probably, shots taken during filming.
It's interesting. There's the guy on the left there that's got the cute little hat with the pom-pom on top, but they didn't make his hat bright red like it is in the movie.
Oh yeah. I guess they wanted it all to be gold.
They toned it down a little bit for the poster.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. And it probably was a choice. Sometimes we make these choices with the posters if they want to have like a nice kind of monotone gold.
Right.
And they
don't want your attention to go right to that guy's hat.
Yeah, because they probably did it and said, boy, all I'm looking at is that red hat.
Yeah.
So they toned it down. But that is kind of interesting to make that choice. But yeah, so everybody's got all the different positions for the cricket thingy.
Yeah.
I'll just call it a thingy.
Well, that makes it look like a total sports film right there. But
yes.
Is there another poster? Do you have
but
another
also
one?
A little comedic too, because some of these people have pretty funny expressions. So yeah, we also have, this looks like the serious sports poster. We have the heroic, the hero, the main character in the sky with beautiful, cloudy sky. And then we have everyone running toward us. It's like a sort of
Chariots of Fire kind of thing.
I was just going to say Chariots of Fire. Yeah, just a very epic kind of sports film look there. I guess it comes out December 24th. And then another one's just another star cell of him, big head in the sky. This looks like it might have been a little an early poster because it only says coming soon.
Yeah.
One of these looks more like the final
does his
poster.
styling look a little different? Is that like
it doesn't have the mustache.
That's like the way the actor looks, right? In his
it was probably a headshot. This was like probably
present
early
day
teaser trailer to sell him as the star.
Yeah.
As everyone knows him. And then we have his
And then here he is in his
80s
styling.
80s look.
Yeah.
With a giant cricket paddle that looks like a bowling or something on the left.
Yeah, it's like
a cricket bat, Mark.
We know what that looks like.
Is it a bat? Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Is it? I know. See, this is why we shouldn't do sports movies.
The only association,
a fresh sort of naive take on it.
A fresh sort of uninformed take on this. Sports
my association with cricket bats is the guy, the manager of Spinal Tap, carried one around. Remember?
That's right.
He used to smash things up with his cricket bat.
That was a great movie.
But I hope that the commenters can say, "Hey, you don't know shit about cricket, but let's, I will give you little pointers on it." And, and how important this 1983 World Cup. I'm guessing they won the championship or did.
It's another true story.
And how important that was to them and also for India, because we know in the world of soccer, Brazil and all these countries, they get so into their team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a national holiday when they play a game. So
it's a national identity. They associate. Right. That's if only that would take the place of warfare. If people would instead of going to war, they would play games like that, or have a dance off or whatever.
Right.
I know. I couldn't tell if there was a dance sequence in this.
I hope so.
It doesn't look like it, but there might be.
Could be. But it looks good, and that's coming out.
Yeah, it does.
December 24th, right?
Yep.
So very soon. 83.
Okay, everybody. 83. Looks like a nice, fun, heartwarming kind of.
Looks like it's full of
underdog.
really fun characters. Yeah. Everybody's very well defined. You know, it looks like one of those films, like The Bad News Bears. Sorry, I keep going back to that, but where all the characters have
a film that's like 500 years old.
That's the only other sports film I can think of.
Field of Dreams.
Well, there was the movie called
That's the only one I know.
Gene Hackman. That was about like an underdog basketball team that won a state title. It kind of reminds me of that movie. Too,
yeah. All right then.
Great. Well,
we tried, people. We tried to do not only an Indian film, we tried to do a sports Indian film, which is way out of our comfort zone. So
and it actually looks like something I want to watch. I mean, it looks like kind of a fun.
Yeah, I like the styling and the time frame.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We'll check it out. Thanks, everybody.
The Earth is invaded by indestructible moon